Multidimensional conscience. Dear, please take a moment of meditation before receiving my message. It is important to expand your consciousness to its highest potential before receiving my communication so that your ego does not interfere with my transmission. I'll watch them by guiding them in a meditation to calibrate your consciousness to higher dimensions. Focus your attention into the core of your brain, the area below the crown and behind his forehead. Feel the light of the spirit flowing through your pineal gland and going to his crown as the sunlight passing through the sunroof of her house. In front is the mental screen for your third eye. Set up in this area of your fitness. Now send a route in the brain that goes down your spine and out through your feet directly to the core of Lady Gaia. This route will you remain grounded while watching and also accept Mother Earth assistance. Now that your launching pad is activated, travel to the home of your soul in the fifth dimension. Feel your divine complement embracing you as the two merge into one. Together as one to return his attention to me, Ilya M. Imagine a vortex in front. See how the vortex speed increases as you approach it. Recognize their Arcturian guide as he invites them to enter the vortex. Visualize the bow into the vortex. Raise your hands to print your vibrational signature that arc. Feel the rush of euphoria when making this connection. Now you are the vortex. Feel how your form has become formless. You are pure light. Watch how you metamorphose into a being Arcturian star. You are returning to the home you never left. However, you have forgotten that they are also here. A long time, in the distant past, you build a car amidst large multidimensional awareness for the beloved sister of Gaia, Venus. You travel to Venus interdimensionally to prepare for their ransom mission of the planetary body of Gaia, the Earth. Once you have prepared your great multidimensional awareness of the limitations of existence in a three-dimensional vase, you kept your promise to answer the call of Gaia to save her from his destruction. Atlantis could not be saved, but Gaia was safe. However, its frequency was lower than was intended. Now you are returning to your multidimensional self, HU that you have always been. See your Arcturian capsule in front. The other star beings in its capsule are also coming up and there is a lovely meeting. Come together again in a giant stellar burst of light. Now feel your physical shape. You are receiving this message. Extend your consciousness to this you. There are many changes happening in your physical body, emotions and thoughts. It may seem like you do not come with all new information and genetic encoding that is activated on your Earth vessel. If you think, I'm alone in the third dimension and cannot survive, these changes can be frightening. You are correct. If it three-dimensional is transmuting into a higher vibration. Therefore, all your body's defense mechanisms are reminded of the great change, which is usually perceived as danger. Therefore, please ensure your Earth vessel that these feelings are not dangerous. Tell your body that you are returning to their natural state. I remember your 3D you assumed a mission that had to use a vessel composed of the same elements of the planet you came to rescue. This vessel looks like a code that was far too small, and the brain of this vessel forgot your true self. So your 3D expression has confused thoughts, feelings of fear and unusual physical sensations. I guarantee your Earth vessel that you are on an important mission since its world galactic home. Thank your Earth vessel for his service and for his willingness to be subjected to such a great transformation. Tell their thoughts and dimensional emotions that they need to reassure to let change happen in physical form you are using. Do not judge or condemn yourself for not doing enough for the transition. Now you are in training. When you have fully remembered their multidimensional self and I have incorporated this expanded knowledge of your Earth vessel, you will be called to be of service. For now, continue with what they are doing. You are touching people more than you give credit. Release all competition and comparison and love them just the way you are now. To assist them in remembering their innate multidimensional consciousness, I will take your mind on a trip back to Arcturus. Imagine that your Arcturian family is around him again. Feel the deep sense of unity. Is there any competition or comparison there? No, dear, we are all one. We are like the individual emanation of the same star. Everyone we came in the same light, and we all live together in it as one. Now experience the light as it brings each member of his capsule into a beautiful tapestry of light. Feel the pattern that is formed by their collective selves and see that you are the whole and the individual. This unity consciousness is also possible on Earth, dear, but many low vibrational beings also live in, dear lady. Sometimes you can feel them, but Gaia needs to have them always in his body. Now you realize how Gaia needs you? Do you understand how they can watch it for? Just remember who you are? When you remember who they are and land your multidimensional self in the core of Gaia, you share your multidimensional consciousness with the core of it. As more and more of you share your multidimensional consciousness with Gaia, you create a light ladder from the heart of Gaia and going to the higher dimensions. With so much darkness and fear affecting his body, the light of your multidimensional consciousness serves to refresh, rejuvenate and heal your planetary body from the center out. And also, as you will see, all the interdimensional journeys need to start with a thorough grounding so you can find your way back to your three-dimensional vessel. Once in the higher worlds, you may not want to return to Earth, but its connection to the core of Gaia reminds them of the mission that you have chosen. Also, when you travel to the Earth's core, you can merge with all light beings who are in the same stuff as you, since you have joined with members of his side in Arcturus. Some beings at the core of Gaia are human, but many are not. Since you release the 3D illusion of separation, you can immediately join them in the unity of multidimensional consciousness. Feel how this union creates a giant Merkaba with the top half in Mother Earth and half of integrated Lo at the core of it. See that there are many such Merkabas united around the planet. Within each Merkaba is a multidimensional leader's capsule, similar mindset that released all competition and comparison to serve the mother in her time of need. That's why you all volunteered, yes, volunteer to be incarnated on Earth at this now. This is the cosmic opportunity for what you have prepared for millennia. We are ready now. Anyone who can receive messages from their higher selves, the higher self of others, are able to participate actively and consciously of the planetary transformation process. There are still many beautiful beings of light who choose to allow their multidimensional consciousness sleep while doing work on us nightly bodies. Some of these dear souls to appear to be dark. However, I do not judge the three-dimensional one, as each has its own mission. Those who chose to demonstrate dissonance so that it can be cured are really courageous. I and higher vibrational them, they are also aware of the transformation process. Send unconditional love of these beings. They chose a very difficult path. They chose to incorporate the darkness so that it can be cured. Remember, my beloved, there is very little work to be of service. They embrace in your multidimensional consciousness life. Feel the purpose unit of the planetary ascension of the divine plan. Weather this purpose unit. Know that with this knowledge comes great responsibility. Accept their responsibility. Remember who you are.